Most women with thin hair after 60 are taught the wrong things. Today, I'm exposing the 3 biggest mistakes that make hair look older, flatter, and less elegant. If your hair feels finer than it used to, this is not a personal failure, it's outdated advice. Many women are told to wash more, style harder, or use heavier products to compensate, but these habits quietly work against aging hair. Thin and fine hair needs support, not punishment. When we strip it too often, fight its natural texture, or weigh it down, we lose softness, movement, and confidence. The good news: small, smart changes restore elegance fast. When hair is treated gently, styled with intention, and allowed to move naturally, it instantly looks healthier and more refined at any age. Now tell me in the comments, which hair struggle sounds most like you right now? And I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Let's dive in. Tip number 1. Washing too often and stripping natural oils. The first mistake many women with thin or fine hair make after 60 is washing too often. It's easy to believe that frequent washing will give hair more lift or make it feel fresher and fuller. But for fine hair, especially as we age, this habit quietly works against you. As the years go by, the scalp naturally produces less oil. These oils are not the enemy, they are essential. They protect the hair fiber, add softness, and help strands bend instead of snap. When hair is washed too frequently, those protective oils are removed before they can do their job. The result is hair that looks dull, feels fragile, and appears flatter rather than fuller. You may notice that freshly washed hair looks light for a few hours, but quickly turns limp or wispy. That's not because your hair is failing, it's because it's been stripped of what it needs to hold shape and movement. What works better is washing fewer times per week and choosing a gentle approach. Fine hair benefits from balance, not over-cleansing. Allowing natural oils to remain on the hair helps it reflect light, move more fluidly, and feel touchably soft. This is where elegance comes from, not from squeaky clean strands, but from hair that looks healthy and supported. When you give your hair permission to retain moisture, it begins to cooperate. Styling becomes easier, breakage is reduced, and the overall look feels calmer and more refined. Now tell me in the comments, how often are you washing your hair right now? And have you ever noticed it looking better on the day after washing? Let's talk about it. Tip number 2. Forcing thick hairstyles on fine hair. The second mistake many women make is fighting their hair's natural texture. For years, we're taught to smooth, flatten, stretch, or control fine hair, believing that stiffness equals polish. But heavy straightening, rigid styling, and tight looks don't make fine hair appear thicker, they actually highlight how delicate it is. Fine hair does not respond well to force. When it's pulled too tight or styled to behave like thick hair, it loses movement. And without movement, hair immediately looks flatter and more fragile. Instead of elegance, the result can feel severe, tired, or aging, even when the style itself is technically neat. The truth is, fine hair needs cooperation, not correction. Trying to erase its natural bend or softness only draws attention to what it lacks. When hair is allowed to move, even slightly, it creates the illusion of fullness because the eye reads motion as volume. What works better is choosing styles that respect how fine hair naturally behaves. Soft layers reduce weight, light shaping creates balance, and gentle flow around the face adds dimension. These changes don't require dramatic cuts or complicated routines, they simply allow hair to sit in a way that feels natural and supported. There's also an emotional shift that happens when you stop fighting your hair. Styling becomes less stressful. You stop chasing thickness and start enhancing elegance. And that's when everything changes. When hair moves gently, the face appears softer, more lifted, and more youthful, not because you're trying harder, but because you're working smarter. Now I'm curious, have you ever tried to force your hair into a style that just wouldn't cooperate? Or have you noticed your hair looking better when it's softer and more? Tip number 3. Using heavy products that collapse volume. This last mistake is the one most women don't even realize they're making, using products that are simply too heavy for fine or thinning hair. Many women reach for rich creams or thick oils hoping they'll add moisture, shine, or control. But on fine strands, these products do the opposite. Fine hair has a smaller diameter, which means it cannot carry extra weight. When heavy products coat the hair, they cling to each strand, pulling it downward. At first, hair may look smooth, but within hours it loses lift, separation, and movement. Instead of appearing polished, it looks limp and tired even when freshly styled. This can be especially frustrating after 60, when hair already feels more delicate. Adding weight only exaggerates flatness and makes the scalp more visible, which can instantly age the overall look. The problem isn't dryness, it's overload. What works better is choosing lightweight, buildable products and using far less than you think. Fine hair responds best to support, not saturation. A small amount, applied with intention, preserves air between strands. That air is what creates volume, softness, and natural movement. Placement also matters. When heavy products are applied too close to the scalp, they collapse lift immediately. Keeping products minimal and strategic allows hair to move freely and hold its shape longer throughout the day. This one change alone can dramatically improve how refined your hair looks. When hair feels light, it behaves better, styles faster, and looks effortlessly elegant instead of overworked. Now tell me in the comments, do you tend to use a lot of product, or very little? And where are you watching from today? I'd love to know. Diana is 57, and for years she thought her hair was the problem. It felt flat, fragile, and impossible to style. Once she stopped overwashing, quit forcing heavy styles, and let go of thick products, everything shifted. Her hair began to move again, look softer, and feel lighter. Diana didn't change her hair, she changed how she treated it. And with that, her confidence quietly returned. If this video helped you see your hair differently, don't keep it to yourself. Like, subscribe, and share this with a woman who needs to hear it. And tell me in the comments, what's the one habit you're ready to change starting today? Thanks for watching and God bless you.